Falkland Islands. Let's see how those people actually live there. It's a very small population, not gonna have that much data, but it's worth noting that it's a British dependency territory, whatever one has, sovereign state, United Kingdom, as you can see here. So yeah, we're gonna start with population, then we're gonna see some 360 and hopefully some street views, so we can actually see how those people live. So 1955, around 2,000 people living in this region, with a growing rate about 0.6% on minus 0.05% on minus. That would be like minus 1%. Migration 2. Median age around 28 years old. Fertility rate a bit high, especially for such a small place, but still 3, not exactly insane. Urban population around 51%. Now fast forward to 2025, the population grew almost double. There are now around 3,500 people in this region, with a growing rate about 0.03% on minus. That will be again minus 1. But this time they have minus 17 migrants, and the median age is 42 years old, with fertility rate 1.7 and urban population, if that matters, 28%. So you can see here migration, it is pretty much on minus since 2005. So things are not going exactly that smooth there. But in 2050, the population, they say they're gonna reach around 3,200 people, so they're gonna continue this downtrend, minus 0.5% this time in growing rate, say declining consistently, minus 15 people net, and zero migration apparently. Median age around 53 years old, and fertility rate 1.6, 1.7, and 77% of the population living in an urban area. And as I said, it's a British territory, United Kingdom, sovereign state. They speak English. What is interesting here is the GDP. They say the total in 2013 was around 228 million US dollars, and per capita, PPP, keep in mind, was almost $100,000, which is pretty interesting to see. For 2015 there was a bit lower, so not that much exactly very, let's say, accurate data. Yeah, so things again not going especially that well. Again, was like 77,000 US dollars in 2015, so that was 10 years ago. Maybe they improve a bit, maybe they didn't. Doesn't even matter that much, just for add some context. But look at this, look at where those islands here they are, and they have, I think, a war, a very short war with Argentina for this land. So yeah, quite some history. Look how far it is from the mainland, how much you have to travel to arrive here. So yeah, and I bet it's extremely cold in here. So let's see how those people actually live. They're pretty much a bunch of islands, I guess 2 main ones. So yeah, let's see. We have first of all some 360 and some street views. They have something here in the west part, but let's see if we can find something in these other regions. Now on the beach here, it looks pretty nice, I have to say. As you can see, they're pretty much flat islands, not insanely increase in elevation, but they seems to have nice beach here. It looks pretty good. Unfortunately, we don't have a 360 here to actually confirm that, but judging from above and experience by now, it looks pretty nice. I mean, look at this, look at the blue here, very nice indeed. Yeah, fortunately not that much interest to make a 360 here or a street view or anything to actually confirm, but again, not that much population in the first place here. So it's kind of weird. They fought over those, they have a war actually with not so long, I think in the 80s it was. They have a war for those islands here. Maybe they have some strategic importance, otherwise I don't see exactly the point, but hey, they go to war for that. Probably was the, I don't know exactly, the last war that United Kingdom have with a foreign country by itself. Obviously I don't think they have that much help from other countries, but still they won that war very easily from what I understand, so wasn't exactly needed for help. So yeah, oh, I thought it was a 360 there, but no. Yeah, we can see overall it looks pretty nice. Oh, we have a 360 right here. So okay, let's check this one. Hopefully the quality is gonna be good. This is 2024. Okay, very recently. It's a memorial, probably because of the war. Not sure. I don't think they fought here in World War II, so it's probably from the war that I mentioned. And this is like an Argentinian flag here, and I thought it was gonna be a British one, but no. It is something, see? It's a cemetery. It's a memorial in the cemetery, I think. Right here. And they have a nice paved road here. Whew. I wonder where those roads goes. They have some small communities here. Again, unfortunately, we don't see in that much detail, but you can see they're a bit spread around. Not huge amount, but you know, just enough, I guess. Some interesting devices there. So you can see they have some roads even here when they don't see that much population. Ooh, look at this one. Look how big it is. How I can miss that. So this one is most likely a military base. I don't think they're gonna be like, I don't know, terrorists and all that stuff. And judging by the way they look with the planes, at least, yeah, those are military planes. Not sure you're gonna see some fighter jets here, but oh, they kind of extend this base, I think. Or it's a no, I think it's a training session there. That's how they train there. Have some helicopters that there. It is pretty interesting. So yeah, they keep it as a military base. I'm not sure if that was the plan for the beginning. This is the weather station. This is accommodation for soldiers, for military personnel. It looks pretty nice. See, not a bit. Again, here it's a military base. I can complain about the urban code and all that stuff. So that's be weird, but pretty good, pretty decent for what they need, I guess. Not that much, but they seems to do pretty well. And yeah, they go to the beach. They have some gas storage, I guess. I'm not sure. With a small harbor here, and nice place to enjoy it. They have even, look, it's a small parking lot here. Unfortunately, no 360s, but it looks like a very nice spot in here. It looks like that to me. And they have some paved roads here that they're going somewhere. Probably they build another base here, or they extract some materials. I'm not that sure. Ooh, look at this town here. Okay, now we have some 360 here. But they gone. Okay, this right here. So there are actually quite a few people. They say they are around 3,500. Looks a bit more than that to me, but it is pretty nice. I expect to see nothing but a British architecture here, nothing less than that. A bit jammed together, but I guess it is what it is. And this is 2022, so very recently. See? Exactly how I expected here. I wish they have something nice here on the beach. Again, another military base, most like more not exactly a military base, I guess. Pretty much a airport, airfield, whatever you want to call it. Pretty decent. Yeah, follow the roads and you're gonna find something here. Pretty nice. They have another road, and they have many of those. Like you militarize it. Yeah, probably that's why they fought for this place. Ooh, look at this. That's probably the command center. And some nice accommodation housing here. It is pretty interesting, I have to say. They have a stadiums. Probably if you get deployed here, it's not gonna be the worst thing in the world, but probably the cold weather is not gonna be that nice. But you know, probably you're already used to it with that. So yeah. So yeah, this one definitely a cemetery with a memorial, and judging by the that military base, it's still active there. So things are not changing that fast. Ooh, we have a 360 here. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. We have some penguins. Okay, a bit of those wild animals. Look at this guy. And there are lots of them here, so yeah, I don't think they like to trespassing on their territory, but it's a nice beach there, so they have good taste, I guess. Yeah, I wish they have more on those beach. Also those 360s, they look nice from above, and I bet it's gonna look even better when you actually check them. But yeah, they have a military base, very nice one here. We can see it from the satellite. Almost. Yeah, anything else in the region? Well, they have some accommodation each and there. Oh, we have a 360 here. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. So pretty spread out. Yeah, see, it is very nice in here. It looks very nice. We have even some small lake there. Pretty good. Falkland Islands, not so bad so far. See, that's when you have the biggest navy in the world at some point, and you use that drive right with time, you're gonna have, let's say, some rewards. If you can keep it, it's gonna be yours. So clearly they keep it with that war. So yeah, again, unfortunately no 360 in those regions, but could be very nice. But a lot of roads here, as you can see, so things are still actively in these regions. Okay, they have some housing here. Now the islands are not exactly big, but also not exactly small either, so moving around in a place like this, not sure exactly how cheap is the gas here, but probably not that cheap, or not cheap enough. And clearly they have remote islands, so you can exactly drive through all of those, and I don't see exactly a bridge for every single one of those either. So yeah, there is a lot of those. Look at this. Let's go here when they are a bit more populated on those small islands. Ooh, that looks nice. We have even a street view here. Okay. Oh, that's a nice beach there. I want to see that too. Pretty nice. I like it. I really like it. 43 meter elevation. Clearly are very close to the water, to the sea level. Not so bad. Ooh, maybe something happened here. Feels like a construction or something. I don't know. It's just the cliffs. Okay, what else? Oh, I see this beach. Let me see. Oh, they have a ship here, a wreck ship. Ooh, look at this. A pretty nice attraction. Unfortunately, it's not exactly that well made in the 360, but hey. Ooh, that's pretty nice. See, some history. He'd have penguins, nice pictures, whatever that bird it is, flags, information, and it's look very well maintained also. And this is 2016, almost 10 years ago. That was quite a while. Oh, it's the same one? No, it's from above, yeah. Can have a better picture here. This is 2013. Yeah. Let's check this street view. Oh, there's actually a street here. Yeah, probably a fishing vessel or something like that. You got landed right there. These roads, clearly they're using cars here. They have some sort of the constructions here. Oh, not just one. Now, very British, I have to say. Especially the landscape, the view is very British, which is nice. See, that's why they fight for those lands. It's pretty nice in here. I'm sure they have some other reasons, but you know, pretty nice. Ooh, those are whale bones, I guess, huh? Looks pretty big. Power, where they get their power? Well, not sure exactly, but they have to have some power. They have one of those wind turbines, so probably they use it from there, and some solar panels. So yeah, I don't think they're connected to any grid or anything like that. So they have to pretty much figure it out for their own. Oh, look at this house here. Yeah, just give me that, for God's sake. Ooh, I'm wondering if you can get BBC first on this antenna. They have some pretty good shows, I have to say. Ooh, they have another. Oh, I thought it's a construction. Oh, it's a ship. Yeah, landscape. It's extremely nice. It's hard to beat that, just the way it is. Oh, we have some passing there, and I'm not sure exactly what vegetation is this one, but it just looks amazing. And another shipwreck there. I want to see this transition right here. You have to go in a water. No, just a bird here. Oh, maybe just a bit. Just have a small jump. At the low tide, you'll be good, I guess. Yeah, looks very nice. Very nice indeed. That's a nice place to visit. See, not that many people. You enjoying around. Probably if you are in a Royal Forces, whatever aviation, whatever they call it here, it's a nice place to get deployed, I guess. Not so bad for a few months. Whoa, look at those birds here. Okay, maybe it's not that nice. 2017. Oh, those plants, I really like it. Really nice. Really nice. You can see them, those birds from the satellites. I think they are those nest ones, right? Looks like that. What else can we see here? Did I check this 360? I don't remember. Let me see again. Oh no, I didn't check them. Look at this. They got great weather. 2018. They even thought it's gonna be a pandemic. Everybody wears the same suit, and this is March. Probably it's very cold. That's why. Very nice. Look at this. See, Falkland Islands. It is a nice place to visit, but if you do that by a ship, I'm not sure exactly how long it's gonna take. Oh, we didn't check those. Check the other island. So yeah, sorry. Let's see again. They have a small port here with some village or whatever that is there. Yeah, everybody wearing the same. Maybe it's an expedition or something like that. The same outfit. Those land cruiser, very dependable in these situations, 100%. They have some wildlife here. What is that wildlife? I saw it earlier. Oh, look at this. Those some ducks, I think they are, or something related to a duck. Looks like that to me. I don't know if they jump, whatever they got. It's in the air now, I don't think so. Yeah, probably those constructions look at least abandoned to me. Those in the front, maybe those in the back a bit better. Maybe they still get used. I guess it's very cold in here, so not a nice place to actually see. Probably in the summer is gonna be the best time to visit, which summer here probably is like December, January, around that. Wow, that's a pretty big ship. Yeah, not bad, I have to say, not so bad. Let me see the other one. Even though you're supposed to see the population, we kind of go for the landscape here. They don't have that much population, but it's a nice place to visit. See, not that many humans around. There is no garbage. Pretty good trade. Let's see those ones. Ooh, what is the elevation here? Oh, 150 meters, so not that high. Okay, they go down to a beach here. Ooh, this one probably is gonna be great. Yeah, I'm not sure about this pipe here, but see, you add humans, well, we add problems. but still pretty. This is a low tide, so that's why it doesn't look exactly wild. Nice. This is probably they cleared this path for the ships, small boats. Vegetation, I really like it. It's very nice. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, I guess at some point it was a very important objective. Even now probably still is, because they have that nice base there. It looks from above at least very modern, very nice. Ooh, this Land Cruiser has seen better days. 2014, oh, probably got nothing from that guy, from that Land Cruiser by now. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy to live here. You're gonna say, oh, it's nice and what is that, but yeah, go there for a week or maybe a month, you know, as a tourist, or as a week as a tourist, a month as a researcher. Oh, we have more here. Pretty good. Few months as a deploy military, but more than that, nah, I don't think it's gonna worth it. So, especially here, you wanna see the wildlands. There it looks pretty good. 2019 January, 1 year until disaster, pandemic starts. Let's see this street view. It's pretty much a walkable view, but yeah, vegetation pretty nice. That makes all the money in the world. Looks good. Yeah, very familiar with what we see in England and in UK. And very relatable for them. Probably that's why they like it so much. Ooh, we have some 360s nice here. Let's see it. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's a nice place. I'm not sure exactly what this guy is doing here, but who knows? Maybe they can pay you to actually live here. Nice beach, nice view, not that many people around. You can do pretty much whatever the fuck you want. You are pretty much the king of the island, of the land here. Except we have to share it with the penguins, I guess. And those guys. Besides that, you're gonna be pretty much the landlord here. And it's actually an island, I think, right? Well, they have a road here or something, but oh yeah, it's an island. With this one, still an island. Yeah, pretty good. I like that part there. See, I told you, from above it looks very nice. They have a nice beach. Wherever you go, you're not gonna find a bad one. So nice. Those guys make it here in a car. Try to avoid not killing all the penguins. What else can we find? Again, look at this phone. Those nice base area looks amazing. It's just, unfortunately, most likely, 100%, the water is gonna be freezing cold. So, I'm not sure exactly how nice that would be to take a bath here. But if you're one of those guys that taking cold showers, and you might get used to it pretty quickly there. If you live there, let's say for 6 months, probably it's not that big of the issue. Yeah, there are some houses spreading around. Ooh. See, not exactly a huge island, but still not small either. So not exactly that easy to navigate also. But still, I like it. I like it here. So the main population, where exactly is it? I think it's around here, right? That's pretty much the main population. Have a cemetery here. Very, very human organized, I would say. This one looks a bit better, this organization. See, I'm not sure exactly how much you're gonna pay for a house here. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna make money here, but they seem to be, at least in the past, they have a pretty good GDP per capita in a PPP. And now, I'm not sure exactly how much it's gonna pay for one of those houses. Or if you just, I don't know, you can apply for this. Just, okay, I wanna go here, and they get paid. You get a house. I mean, it's not exactly the best place to live, but for some people it could be, especially if you like what is small communities. Clearly, they build those houses now, So probably in the last, I don't know, 15 years they built those. It looks like that. So the population still grew at some point, as you can see here, but not by much. So probably they really take care of every single one of those. Who knows? Now with the population going down, it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna maintain such a place. Besides, you know, military. Who knows? Like I said, maybe they just. Oh, did we see those? I don't remember. Maybe they're just gonna pay people to live there and at least go there. Whoa, look at this. How many defenders they have here. Those are expensive cars, by the way, in Europe. And here, this is pretty much the only thing that they drive. Not a bad car for this place. It's pretty much the perfect one. Remember when Britain used to build actually cars, good cars? You can actually use them, not exactly good cars, but you can actually use them for what they was made. Yeah, a lot of penguins. Probably they're gonna support themselves with the tourists, but come on, it's pretty far away from everything. It's not gonna be that many people that want to go here. Probably a lot from South America and a few from England, but still pretty small numbers, I would say, in tourist area comparable with other places. But still a very nice place to see that military base. It feels very modern to me, this military base, no? At least from above, it doesn't look that bad. This is from, I guess the image is from 2024, very recently. And it looks very modern to me, I have to say. Nothing about this base feels old. Very interesting to see them organizing themselves. And this one also looks pretty good. Now, I can expect to see some 360 from here, but in some cases we can see. Probably. Yeah, it would be nice to see a few of them, but it looks nice. Again, from the above, they have those, probably those, where they keep their supplies. But in the housing department here on the base, those one does not look that bad at all. I mean, they're really nice. And they have football fields, they have probably rugby fields. They have a lot of things to kill the time. Looks pretty nice. Yeah, they fight for this land a lot. With a reason, most likely, especially for the future. They thought about that, probably. Ooh, this one, kind of interesting color. Well, I guess that's the Falkland Islands. It's not that much, obviously. It's not gonna be a huge place to visit. It's not like 3,500 people here and going down. And probably it's gonna be one of those spiral cases when it's gonna start going down. They cannot stop it from going down. So, like I said, maybe they're gonna pay people at some point to live here. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But it feels like a nice place. Okay, you can go in a plane. Yeah, I think, yeah, as a British territory, it looks pretty British to me. It looks pretty British to me, I have to say. Did we check this one? I think we checked, yeah. Well, let's see it. Yeah, 2018. Well, I guess that was the video about the Falkland Islands. You can see here very far away from the mainland UK. You can see, boo, right there. What is the distance? Can we calculate the distance? Let's say from London. Oof, to the Falkland Islands. Let's put them right here. 12,000, almost 13,000 kilometers. Pretty big. How big is those islands? I don't know, let's make some from north to south. That could be 100 kilometers. From that to there, 200 kilometers. Let's make another measurements. Like this, it's gonna be like 80. This one, 200, 250. Yeah, not a huge one, but also the roads, I don't think they're exactly the best quality to travel that fast. So yeah, probably it's gonna take you a few hours, 2-3 hours at least, to travel the distance, but hey, pretty nice place, I would say. Yeah, I guess a very militarized place. Not sure exactly what Argentina wants to, why they did go to war for this island. They didn't even have oh, they have a border, yeah, it's right there. But still, what's the point going to a war for this small of islands here and losing that war? And the UK Navy and Air Force clearly that far away from the mainland, they just claim the island probably immediately. So yeah, well, that was the video. I'm not sure exactly if anyone watches this video and they're living here in Falkland Islands. Most likely, at the best, probably you visited, most likely as a UK citizen, as a British citizen. But yeah, I guess it is interesting to see them. So if you see there, if you got there, if you know this place, just comment and say how things are there. But it looks pretty militaristic to me, I have to say, and it's a pretty nice also place, but pretty rough considering probably how cold it is in here. So yeah, check the other videos and see you next time.